Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, and we have some birthdays. Today is my grandnephew James's birthday. He's my nephew Mike's son. James is 4 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also my nephew, who is my godson, PJ. Patrick is his real name, but I nicknamed him PJ. And then when everybody started calling him PJ, I called him Peach. He's 45 today, so today's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear PJ. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Naomi's birthday, so Naomi, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Naomi. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And certainly I didn't forget you, Haley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Haley. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great, great birthday. I was wondering if he wasn't going to close my door. He was bringing in the garbage barrels, and I didn't want to sit in a hot vehicle. I'm precious. Anyway, we have a little bit of running around. We have to go to CVS to pick up Jim's prescription because it wasn't ready yesterday, but it's ready now. And then I don't know if we're going to Lowe's or Home Depot because he wants to get some kind of hooks system for the shed because he's cleaning out the shed today. And so once again, he's going to be my chauffeur. I have a live-in chauffeur.
Exactly.
But I pay him well.
Yeah.
So let's get a moving on our day. There's Jim's dream car. Right there. How much would you pay for that car, Jim?
Yeah, I'm sure it costs a lot.
Way out of our budget, that's for sure.
Well, when it was new, it would be in our budget that we have now.
True that. True that. That's a pretty nice looking car. Pretty nice. Okay, we already went to CVS and picked up the prescription. Now we're at Lowe's. Although Jim said we were going to Home Depot. We're at Lowe's. There he is waiting for me. Well, one way to get a walk-in is not know where you're going. Oh, I'm talking in my video. It's not know exactly where you're going, so you're walking up and down every aisle. So we're getting our walk-in today. Plus it's cool in here. It's not hot outside. Well, it is a little hot outside. But this is the way to walk. I should do this in the winter. Because Lowe's is not that far from my house. And it's safe. But, alrighty. Let's see what the big guy's going to find. I don't think he knows what he's looking for. Now we got to make the decision on what we're going to get. Major decision, right, James?
Well, yeah, it's got to work.
Three hours later. SpongeBob reference. But we've actually been here 15 minutes. Well, what else would I be doing but sitting outside, reading my book? Sounds more exciting than this, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to eat my breakfast outside. I have a bagel for 9 points and 2 Laughing Cow cheese for 2 points, so that's 11. My egg, strawberries, raspberries, and a peach for 0. And then a cup of tea. So it is an 11-point breakfast. It is, well, I don't know, lunch maybe. It's 2 o'clock. But that's what I'm going to eat right now. Well, we're back. He took forever and ever to pick out one hook. It's just that we put it in our shed. I don't know if you can see our shed. Let me see. Yeah, there's our shed back there. It's just like a double hook where he can hang his hoses. We have an extra garden hose and then like a hose for his power washer. It took forever just to pick them out. We were there, honest to goodness, we were there at least 25 minutes in that one particular spot trying to figure out which one he was going to get. He had like 4 or 5 different choices, and then he put them back, and then he'd put them back again, and then he'd put them back. I only went because I didn't want to sit home alone being bored, and he hung my little wind thingy up for me with my woolly mammoth. And I've had those wind chimes forever. I had some really nice wind chimes when Jim went to New Mexico back in the 80s. When Jim was in the service, He was very fortunate he never went to Vietnam, but they moved him all around within the states. And one of the places he went, he was basically a guinea pig. They were testing stuff, and one of the things they were testing was Agent Orange. Thankfully, Jim was not in that group. He was in the placebo group. So, but in the 80s, he had to go to New Mexico for a week while they ran all kinds of tests because they were trying to see what was causing all the cancers in all the soldiers. And because he was part of the study back in the, like 69 to 70, 71, something like that, they wanted to test him. So he bought me some really, really nice clay wind chimes. They were really, really heavy. This wind probably could have set them off. But for the most part, they didn't, they clanged a little bit, but not very much. Just a little tiny little bit. But he was gone for a week. Brought back a lot of souvenirs for the kids and that. By that point, the kids were pretty much used to not having Jim home because the 80s were really bad for his trade, the sprinkler fitters. There wasn't very much construction going on. But what I did like about the 80s is you could claim all your interest on your credit cards. Anything you had, any kind of interest you paid, whether it was your house, your car, a credit card, anything like that, you could claim it on your income tax. Those were the good old days, let me tell you. But those days passed. Gone, whatever. So, but he was out of town. He worked in Boston for like 6 months, which was nice because my father's family's from Boston. My aunts and uncles and cousins I have there. So he was able to have dinners and stuff. My brother Pat went with him too because he was a sprinkler fitter also. So they were there. He was also in Philadelphia for a while. He was in Foxborough for a while. He was all around in Michigan. So my kids kind of grew up not having him home. When he was in Philadelphia the one time, I told this before, when he left he was like 300 pounds. Jim and I both have always, we were thin when we got married. But then it went all downhill after that. But he flew to Philadelphia. He was gone like 11 months. I've never seen him. I talked to him on the phone. They didn't have FaceTime back then. You just talked on the phone. And he was sending money home every week from his paycheck for me to pay the rent and get the stuff for the kids and stuff like that. And we were waiting for him at the airport back when you could wait at the gate. And we were waiting for him to get off the plane. And he walked right past us. We didn't even notice him. Because he had lost so much weight, he weighed 170 pounds. He didn't have enough money to eat a lot if he wanted to send money home for his family to live. So he sent just about his whole paycheck home, just enough paid his rent, had for gas for the car, and he had 1 meal a day. That was it, 1 meal a day. And he lost over 100 pounds. I didn't even recognize him. It was pure love and dedication to his family. And it wasn't like we were living high in the hog. We were just barely getting by too. So, but if he was home, he had no money coming in at all. So he had to do that. He didn't have a choice in that matter. But I don't even know how I got on that subject. Neither here nor there. I got there. Somehow we took a turn there. We're continuing on down that road. But anyway, it's really breezy. We're supposed to get storms within the next hour, 2 hours. And I can feel it. My head is, I thought I had a sinus headache yesterday. Oh, it's even worse today. Our air quality is not too bad, but it could be better. So then I was talking about going to, I know I was telling you about going to Lowe's to find his thing, where he did find it for his shed, but when we got back I started reading No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. I'm only 3 chapters in and I really like it. I just started reading it. So much better than that other book, Burning, I think it was. That was awful. So I'm reading that. Trying to find Mary a primary care physician in her system we have a bunch of different systems, medical systems. She's in the Ascension medical system, but her liver doctor and anything associated with her liver doctor is in the Henry Ford system. So we're trying to find a doctor to switch her over because they can't read each other's notes. And I called Henry Ford today, and that was a debacle. I called 6 times, got put on hold 5 times, and got disconnected. Aggravating. But after I had to do all the punch 1 for this, punch 3 for that, punch 6 for that, punch 2 for that, like you punch all these numbers and then you finally get a person and then they can't help you. Let me put you on hold and then they disconnect you. So I finally got somebody that gave me the number to a primary care physician, and I connected to them, and they're just a clinic. So you don't see the same doctor every time. No, we want to see the same doctor every time. So I got the number of somebody else. I called them, very nice, but I need to know Mary's insurance card numbers and stuff like that before they'll book an appointment. So I have to wait till she gets back. She went to have a colonoscopy and an endoscopy today. The colonoscopy came back fine, but the endoscopy, they found a polyp on her esophagus. She's had that before and they cauterized it, but this time they took it for a biopsy, and I think it's only because of her liver transplant. I'm sure they cauterized it at the same time, but they did the biopsy just to make sure that there's nothing else going on. But she's just really tired, but she's in really good spirits. So I was trying to book her they have a bus service that'll take her to her appointments. So she has a dentist appointment on Friday, and 2 of the drivers had quit, so they don't have enough drivers, and so I couldn't book an appointment for her. So I'll be bringing her to the dentist on Friday. And then on Monday she has an appointment for an ultrasound, which they were able to book an appointment for that. So the car service will come and pick her up for that, drop her off, and then come back and pick her up when her appointment's over. So that worked out well for her. Barb is in her rehab, and she found out that at her rehab they will take her to, she has dentist appointments that she has to go to before she can have her surgery. She found out that the home she's at, the rehab she's at, that will transport her to that too for free. So that was good news for that. Got to fix that cover. Just noticing it's kind of sticking up. It's going to get, my chair's going to get wet when it does start to rain. I did show you my breakfast today. I'm not going to show you every day, but every once in a while I'll show you what I'm going to have. For dinner I'm going to have leftovers. We made Joan over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading. We made her chicken divine. Here's a picture of my dinner last night. My eyes are bigger than my stomach because I only ate half of it. I'm going to have the other half tonight for my dinner tonight. Jim's not going to be home. He has to go for a hunter safety class that goes from 4:30 to 9 to get certified. So just be me eating dinner by myself, just leftovers. But Joan, we loved it. Jim absolutely loved it. He said it tasted like he was at the Olive Garden. It was really, and it was so easy. It was just, you just to put a can of, I put a can of cream of chicken soup on the bottom, and then a layer of shredded chicken, and then some cheese. I put mozzarella cheese. I had some shredded mozzarella cheese. I just put a little bit of cheese, and then I didn't have any more cream of chicken soup, but I had cream of mushroom, so I put a cream of mushroom. I know I keep looking because I think it's Jim, but it's not. I put a can of cream of mushroom soup on top of that, and then another layer of chicken and a little bit of cheese, and then I baked it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. And I was going to serve it over rice, but I didn't feel like going to all that trouble, so I just served it over egg noodles. And I think Joan said that a portion size is 8 points. I think what I ate was probably, well, that was over her. I think that was just that without the noodles. So my breakfast was 11 points. I want to just say that my dinner was 14 points. I know that when I left Weight Watchers, I was getting 26 points. So I think I'm well within my points today. And that peach was the best peach I've had this season. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. It was nice and juicy, and it was really, really good. It was a change of pace for my berries, although you did see I had some strawberries. I had like 4 strawberries and a little tiny handful of raspberries and a hard-boiled egg and a cup of tea. It was delicious. So, and then the big mystery, I don't know where it went. I stripped the bed today, and I was going to get some other sheets out of the cupboard. And I thought, no, I'll just use the same sheets, and because we were going to Lowe's anyhow. So I threw the sheets. I left the sheets on the bed, and I went and took a shower. And so then Jim brought the sheets to the laundry room. He didn't put them in the washer or anything. He just put them on top of the washer, but at least he brought them that far. And so I threw them in the washing machine, and then I took my shower. And then when I got home, I put them in the dryer. Because I don't run my dryer when I'm not here, because it's, first of all, it's old. It's almost 20 years old, and we've repaired it ourselves 4 times. I mean, it's ready to go, and I just don't need a dryer fire if I'm not here. So my house burnt down when I was young, so I have a fear of fire, so I don't do things that I think are going to cause a fire. So I put them in there. They dried. I brought them to the bedroom, put the fitted sheet on first, then I put Jim's pillowcase on, went around to my side to put the pillowcase on. There's no pillowcase. I can't find the pillowcase. I looked everywhere. I looked to see if it got stuck in the pockets of the fitted sheet. They're not in the pockets of the fitted sheet. I looked to see if they got mangled up with the regular sheet. They're not with the regular sheet. I went back, looked in the washing machine. Nope. Looked in the dryer. Nope. Followed my path to the... It's gone. It's like the missing sock. It's just hanging in there somewhere. So I don't know where it went. I really don't. So maybe tonight when I'm sleeping, I'm going to feel a sheet on a pillowcase in the bottom of the bed. Although I did look. I looked more than once. It was just exasperating. So Jim has a blue pillowcase. I have a yellow pillowcase. We're multicolored tonight. But it's just strange. I don't know where it could have went. My pajama, because I wash my pajamas with my sheets. Because I'm still like a little kid. I keep my pajamas under my pillow. Does anybody else keep their pajamas under their pillow? I just always do. And then like I have it's not the same pair of pajamas, but I mean, I wear pajamas like, I don't wear pajamas to bed. I wear pajamas around the house, but then when I go to bed, no pajamas for me. I like to be free. So, and you can interpret that any way you want. I don't care. But, so I just wear them like when I'm lounging around the house, like in the night and in the morning when I get up. So I change them like every third day. But I always keep them under my pillow until I get the fresh pair out from the drawer, and then they go right under my pillow. But my pajamas came through. So it's the case of the missing pillowcase. I know it'll turn up. It's just really strange that I don't know where it went. It's very, very odd. Denise was here for a hot minute, but before I can even pull my phone out, she had to leave because Kylie was done at the dentist. She was running and doing a bunch of stuff. She thought she had a little bit more time, but she didn't. So she dropped me some stuff off for Mary. Mary likes these lemon drop hard candies. And Denise found a bag. So they're sugar-free, so she found a bag. So she knew that I was going to see her on Friday, so she dropped them off for me to bring them to her on Friday. And, yeah, that's about it. Not much more going on. The wind is starting to calm down, so maybe the storm will pass me by. That would be nice. Yesterday I just settled in. It was just all comfy, and it started to rain. I had to go in the house. Blah. So, yeah. The only video I got to watch today was Terry Weeks because nobody else had posted a video yet. I'm sure tonight I'll be watching some videos. Yeah. Let's see how calm it's getting now. Even that's not spinning as much. I almost bought a birdhouse. But I thought, no, my bird feeders are enough. Because I think a birdhouse, then you got to really clean them out, because otherwise they'll really get sick. And I don't want to be doing that, so. But that's going to do it for now. Going to sit back, read my book, drink my water. I'm still on my first bottle. I'm way behind on my water. I did have a cup of tea, and I've already drank 2 glasses of water in the house, so I have already drank 32 ounces of water, because they're 16-ounce glasses. I drank 16 ounces when I had my pills, and then I drank another 16 ounces when I took some Tylenol for my headache. But now I got to work on that. Yeah. So let's talk again tomorrow. See you then, hopefully. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's thundering. Kind of weak. It's not that close. I haven't seen any bolts of lightning yet. But Danny just texted me. He's golfing. Where he's golfing, it's not raining. But he's getting so close to getting a hole-in-one this year. So let me show you. He had real close in March. This one's not as close today, but let me show you a quick picture. I said before the end of this year, he's going to get a hole-in-one. He says, I hope so. It's his dream. It's just his dream. But I can hear the rain hitting the top of my canopy here. So I think I should be going into the house now. Yeah, that'll do it. Thought you could hear it. Maybe you couldn't hear the thunder, but it was pretty loud. Not as loud as it could have been, but it was loud nonetheless. Now I'm going to say, let's talk again tomorrow. See you then.